Hey, Zach, before we hop into the intro, do you want to know a little bit of Condog lore?
Obviously.
Do you want to know a fun fact about like the last 3 or maybe 4? No, I think 3 episodes of the podcast we've done virtually.
Yeah.
I have not worn pants one time.
Oh, that's wild.
Well, because, all right, hear me out. This is why. Like, I know that's not the most sus thing, but, like, I come home from work, and at work, I have to wear a suit and jacket and everything. And I'm not going to wear suit pants to the pod.
What do you do at work?
So,
what do you?
and you, what?
What do you do for work? That requires
That's
you to wear.
classified. That's classified.
Cringe. God strikes again. Intro.
To be completely honest with you, I wasn't listening to a thing you just said. Let's go!
My leg looks like Picasso. see, God damn it! Have you?
I think you know the answer.
You. Oh my God! This man, he needs to be studied in a lab.
I can explain everything.
No, he can't.
I can explain.
There is no shot.
The Lakers.
I'm not gonna let you choose the Lakers.
Damn
Pick
it!
something else. We made such a mess. I am a casual.
We are mega casuals.
Okay, welcome back. Yeah, okay, we weren't here last week. Zach, what happened?
I've been having Wi-Fi problems. I don't know. Sometimes he works. Sometimes he don't. So yeah, that's about all the explanation I can give. I don't know. Wi-Fi's been stupid.
It's fixed for now. Me and Zach were basically saying, like, the gods are just testing us at this point. It's literally every other week something comes up.
Yeah, whether it's you, whether it's me, it's something. There's never not something. But we're working it out. Hopefully it smooths out. Who knows? We'll see.
So, technically, this is our Halloween episode. So, happy Halloween. We didn't dress up this year. I didn't think it would really hit the same as it did last year.
Nah.
Last year's episode was one of my favorite episodes, I think. I think our Halloween episode is one of my favorites.
I may have lost Connor.
Oh, God. You lost
okay,
me?
Wait. Okay, you're back.
Oh, okay.
All I heard
sad.
was it was one of my favorite, and then it was like
Oh, no. It was one of my favorite episodes of last year's Halloween episode, I think, was one of my favorites.
Okay, nice.
And it's also the first social media post we had that went semi-viral. Our trick-or-treat or our candy episode went like for 7,000 likes on Instagram, which was like huge at the time.
Yeah. I shocked mine. Mine are so wild. I couldn't think of anything.
I'm going to tell you guys right now. About 30 minutes ago, Zach texted me and goes, can't think of anything for candy, so I'm very looking forward to that segment.
It's just, I don't know. I had to dig deep.
Only things we missed, really. I went to a Steelers game. I got to witness a Matt Canada jet sweep in person. That was painful.
But a dub.
We won.
But a
I don't
dub
know
in
how.
the end.
How? Actually, how, Zach? How did we win that game? There was a moment, Zach, we were down 17-9 or 10. I think it was 17-10. And the Rams had the ball in the second half. And I was like, I just had my terrible towel over my head. I was just sitting there, and I was like, this is going to be a really painful second half.
Leading in like everything that mattered. Like first downs, yards, time of possession, all that. And
we are being outgained on the season. We are being outgained by 660 yards.
Yeah, it's fun. Obviously we're bad, but we win games. So nothing's gonna change. It's terrible. I don't know. It's terrible.
No, it's literally so true. I did see one tweet. It was like the Browns were celebrating being 4-2 for the first time since like 1993, I think. And someone tweeted, they were like, Browns fans, this is their Super Bowl. Steelers fans are 4-2 and are pissed off. There's levels to this.
Yeah, it's all weird. I don't even know where to stand. I don't know where to be. I'm happy that we're 4-2, but I'm so sad that we're 4-2. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I feel you. No, totally feel you. It makes sense because we're gonna have the same thing happen. We're gonna get a 15th overall pick and not start him next year.
Yeah, because it's not gonna keep up. Like, we're gonna drop games for sure. We're gonna drop games.
Here's my bold prediction. We're going to win this week against the Jags. You know, a good team. And everyone's going to be like, wow, 5-2. Steelers beat a really good team in the Jags. They might be for real. And then next week on Thursday Night Football, where we have to play the Titans and probably Will Levis, we're going to somehow lose that game, and everyone's going to be very confused. And that's just the Steeler way.
I hate the Steeler way. Can we not do the Steeler way?
So much. Hate the Steeler way.
Can we go to, like, the Dolphins way?
Well,
I like the Dolphins way.
The Dolphins' way has also not been good for 2 weeks out of the season. Like when they've played an actual contender, they have not been that great.
I would. We were just talking about this. You would much rather be the Dolphins right now than the Steelers. Both pretty
1,000%,
similar.
But that's also because they just get first downs.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Hop on the Dolphins' way. Give me a first every now and again, bro. Jesus Christ.
So, Zach, you know how you and me, our dream scenario is that we get Pat Surtain?
Yeah. Pat Surtain.
So, I've also been seeing rumors that Pittsburgh's in the hunt for Jair Alexander with Green Bay, which is awesome as well. But, hey, don't touch my meat. Hey, psst. Don't touch my meat. Okay, pause. I'm cooking food for dinner. No, so we're in the hunt for Jair Alexander, and here's the thing, Zach. When you think about it, what's a corner gonna do for us? Like, I know it's gonna help lock down, but to be fair to our defense, we actually have had a pretty good defense. We need help on the offense.
Yeah, for sure. But if a team is fire sailing and we can get Patrick Surtain just because he's cheap, why not?
That's a good point. I'm just
saying. Yes, no, I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, we definitely need help on the offense. Defense is not necessarily where we want to put a lot of time and effort to, but if a player like Patrick Surtain's going to fall into our laps, maybe go for it. I don't know about going all the way to Jair Alexander. I know he's great and everything, but I feel like he's going to be a lot more expensive than a team that's clearly looking to just sell. So we'll see.
Here's my only thing, though, is talking about like upgrading the offense. What do we need? We don't need anything. We have two great receivers, and Calvin Austin's a good 3. We have 2 good tight ends. We have a good offensive line now if we actually play Broderick Jones. We have Kenny, and we have 2 phenomenal, in my opinion, running backs when used correctly. What do we need on offense? You know what we need, Zach? What do we need, Zach? Tell me what we need.
Well, I think we all know what we need. And I feel like a broken record. Obviously, Matt Canada needs to be gone. But I feel like there's a lot of things that need to change. I feel like our offensive line coach could possibly, a lot can go on his shoulders for the way that is performing. I think there's a lot of things that this team needs, and I think that a lot of these problems got shrouded by a Hall of Fame quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger, just kind of, what am I trying to say here? Cushion the blows of the blunders of this franchise and this team right now. And I think it's starting to come to light.
Yeah. Anyways, well, like Zach said, at this point we're just a broken record. There's not much we can say about the Steelers until they show us something different. So you'll probably get a good 5 or 6 minutes of us complaining about the Steelers and then also being confused by the Steelers, but probably nothing new. So we'll move on.
Probably Zach, for the whole season. It's not going to change. It's all the same.
Let's be positive. So I want to hear the top 5 best performing quarterbacks this season so far.
Okay.
It's week 8, or 7. So
Zach, it's going so fast. Remember week 8? We're like, I hated week 1. Felt so soon. Now we're like halfway done with the season. That's crazy.
No, really.
Okay.
So Zach, I want to hear all 5 of yours. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting at 5, of course, because I'm curious.
So starting at number 5, I'm gonna give the young kid a chance. I think C.J. Stroud is performing really, really good. He has one interception on the season, and he's blowing a lot. He's blowing my mind, and I'm sure he's blowing a lot of other people's minds too with the way he's been playing.
I know I said I'd let you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but my number 5 is also C.J. Stroud. So I agree everything what you're saying right now.
Yeah. There's been balling out. I mean, the stats kind of speak for itself. 1 interception. I don't know. I think he's at like 19 something touchdowns. Maybe that might be too
He's
much.
at
I don't
9.
know.
He's
Nine,
at 9.
yeah.
All right.
I know there was a 9 in there. Okay, I know there was a 9. I thought 19 was too much, but yeah. CJ Stroud. Number 4, going with the God. Gonna just throw him into the list because he deserves to be here. Patty Mahomes. Dude's been balling like he does. Simple enough. Moving on. MVP, in my opinion, right now, we're gonna go with Tua Tagovailoa. I know they've been playing a little sloppy in the last 2 weeks. Give them a break. They played some pretty good teams.
He's your MVP, but he's number 3 on this list.
Yeah. I mean, the other 2 guys could be in the running, but like based off of what I feel like the NFL and their storylines and everything, I think Tua would probably be the safe bet right now.
Okay.
Number 2, another guy that kind of blew my mind. You were kind of on him, but I wasn't so much on him. Jared Goff has been playing phenomenally. Again, I know he played a little bad last week, but it's 1 week on a pretty good defense on the Ravens. But hey, Jared Goff's been balling out. And then the number 1, in my opinion, some of the most impressive play. This is going to sound crazy because of his turnovers, and I know that they're stupid. But I think Josh Allen is still the best quarterback, in my opinion, right now. I know it's a weird argument because he is throwing so many turnovers and it's stupid and it's hard to watch sometimes. But yeah, I don't know.
I actually don't hate your list. There's
reminds
only
me
one
like
guy on
Ben,
your list
you
that
know
I
what
do
mean?
not like.
That's what I feel like Josh Allen really reminds me of.
There's only one guy on your list that I don't like, and
Who is it?
I do like him. You'll see when I give you my top 5.
Okay.
I just don't think he's actually performed that well this year. So
Okay.
this isn't top 5 best quarterbacks. This is top 5 best performing, and I don't think he's
I get
performed
that.
well.
I get that.
So number 5, I already said it. CJ Stroud. Number 4, I got Kirk Cousins, and I got stats for people who are gonna be like, "Oh, you're such a casual." All right, how about
Fair
this?
enough,
He's
fair enough,
second in
fair
pass yards. He's number 1 in touchdowns. He's 4th in passer rating, and he has a 69 completion percentage, which is super nice. Thank you, Kirk.
Wow.
He's balling out on just what happens to be a horrible team. That's all the situation is.
Good to know. Love some stats there from you.
Number 3, Josh Allen. You don't need stats. Like Zach said, he's great. He just does bonehead turnovers, and he also has a really shitty offensive line, so I think he needs to get a little more credit. But Josh Allen's still my number 3 with the way he's performed this year. Number 2, Zach's 2 as well. Jared Goff. Here comes some stats, boys. 5th in pass yards, tied for 4th in passing touchdowns, 8th in passer rating, and he has a 70% completion percentage. Jared Goff is balling out. Like Zach said, he had a horrible loss against the Baltimore Ravens, but the Baltimore Ravens are an elite defense right now, and they're just performing at the top of their game. So I think Jared Goff needs to be given his flowers. And lastly, Zach's MVP candidate, and probably my MVP candidate as well, if I'm being completely honest here. My number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. Passing yards, 1. Touchdowns, tied for 2. Passer rating, tied for 4. Touchdowns, tied for 4. Passer rating, 8th. 70% completion percentage. Tua's balling out on one of the best offenses, if not the best offense in the league. You can't put up 70 points without being one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, if not the best performing right now.
Yeah.
And I think Tua currently is the best performing quarterback in the NFL.
You know, I did not expect Mahomes to be the guy that you would left off the list, but, I don't hate it. I mean, we win what? We got 4 the same, so obviously your list is a W. So
listen, I don't have Mahomes is still the number 1 best quarterback in the NFL. He's just not performing that well right now, and that's just because they don't need him to. The defense has been great, and Isaiah Pacheco is running the ball extremely well, so they don't need to pass the ball. Now, when they do pass the ball like they did last week, he goes for 4 touchdowns, and he's a phenomenal quarterback. But just over the course of the season, they haven't needed him to.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, I also have an honorable mention that I did not want to leave off the list. Lamar Jackson's been playing really freaking good football, too.
That's fair. Yeah, I think he's kicked, especially last week.
Yeah. So, yeah.
We'll save the Halloween stuff for last, since that's kind of like the theme of the episode. We'll leave you guys with a good taste in your mouth. Get it? Because candy. No? Okay.
I did it, bro. I did it. It was late.
Oh, did you actually? Let's go. That's my guy. Oh, so me and Zach changed, by the way. We can't see each other anymore. We just hear each other.
Yeah.
So Zach could do something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't like the way you said that. Let's just do starch bench cut.
Start bench cut.
Ooh, I like that. That's
Little
good. I
jingle.
like that. A little jingle
jingle.
with it. We each brought 2. What? Could you hear that?
A little bit.
My phone just like started ringing.
Did you answer it?
No.
Okay. Well, moving on. Start bench cut.
So we both brought 2, and I want to hear. Obviously, I know what mine are, so I just want to hear what. Because Zach's kind of giving me these. Because I know, like Zach, you answered these for yourself, right?
I mean, kinda. Not really. I
Okay.
didn't really think about it too much. I just
These are
figured they
basically
were.
us asking.
I just tried to make hard ones, and they're hard for me, so I figured they'd be hard for you.
Okay, well let's hear it.
Okay. So, my first one, little set of quarterbacks. Always love this. Trevor Lawrence, Tua Tagovailoa, or Justin Herbert?
Oh man.
Yeah, no, it's hard.
Starting Tua. Fuck, this is just gonna get all the Tua v Herbert people, all whatever. So we're gonna start Tua, bench Herbert, and cut Lawrence. I'm not
Really?
saying Lawrence is bad. I'm not saying
Yeah.
Lawrence is bad, but like out of this season, like okay, I'm someone that has Lawrence in fantasy, so I watch him. A
Yeah,
lot.
he gets
Not-
like 15 points a game. It's tough.
Yeah, and again, it's very similar to Patrick Mahomes. Like they have Etienne running for his life and doing a good job at it, so there's no need for him to pass the ball. But right now, Herbert, in my opinion, is a better quarterback this season.
Fair enough. Okay. You want me to go second, or are you gonna get another one? Are you gonna give me one?
No, I'll give you one. Running back edition. Da 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 da. I gave my own jingle that time.
That's
Star bench cut. Raheem Mostert, Breece Hall, Travis Etienne.
I'm gonna start Hall.
Ooh.
I'm gonna bench ETN, and I'm gonna cut Mostert.
Wow, I didn't think we'd be that different here. Are you ready for this, Zach?
Yeah, what do you got?
I'm starting Mostert, I'm benching Hall, and I'm cutting Etienne.
So you know what, Connor? That was my first. When you first said the 3 names, that's what my brain went to first. And then I started thinking about it, and I kind of started thinking about, Mostert. He has seemed to be elite on both the teams that he's playing, but he is pretty injury prone. I know Breece Hall just is coming off an ACL tear. I don't know. I feel like I don't know why, but like my gut instinct was to go with Breece Hall. I don't know why, but that's what I went with.
I still like Breece Hall. I think he's more talented than Travis Etienne is. That's why I'm benching him. I'm not saying Etienne's not good. He's showing off to be one of the best running backs in the NFL right now. You can't go 3 straight weeks with 2 touchdowns without being great. But I just think that Breece Hall's upside is way higher, and he also just runs the ball harder. It's just a shitty situation being on the Jets.
For sure. Okay.
What's next?
Edge rusher edition.
No way. Okay, go.
Our boy TJ, Micah Parsons,
If you say
and Myles Garrett.
then- oh my God, we did the same one.
Really? That's funny. I mean, it's
Okay.
classic. That's like it's the great argument in the league right now. Obviously, like these guys are obviously the top 3, but who are you taking? Who are you taking here?
Okay, so the start was a no-brainer for me. This one's super easy, but I've constantly been flip-flopping on the bench and the cut. I'm starting TJ Watt. That's
Obviously,
it. End of story.
number 1. No questions.
TJ Watt, bias aside from being a Steelers fan, he's the defensive player of the year right now. He does everything. He drops into coverage. We've seen that. He's able to rush the passer. He's the most such a Swiss Army knife of an edge rusher that's what you want. He's not just a single, like, he's not, I mean, Micah Parsons is this as well, but like he can do everything and anything that you need him to. And the Steelers' record with and without TJ is one of the ultimate reasons as to why he's the best on this list. I know that the Cowboys have had success without Micah Parsons and that the Browns have had success without Myles Garrett in the past. Steelers can't have success without TJ Watt. So that's my start. My bench. I said Micah, but after last week, I'm so close to putting Myles Garrett.
We
Myles
have
Garrett
the same. We pretty much agree wholeheartedly. Like, Myles Garrett disrupts games week in and week out, and is honestly really, really carrying this Browns defense and this Browns team in whole.
Did you just say that Micah Parsons is carrying the Browns team, or did you mean to say Myles Garrett was carrying?
No, I said Myles Garrett. I said I know, like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, last week, his performance, like, you could definitely put him in that bench spot over Parsons, but
yeah,
I think Parsons just as a whole is a little bit more of a threat, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. No, 1,000%. Damn, I was really hoping you wouldn't do edge.
Sorry.
I even wrote down edge, and I was like, he's not gonna do an edge, so I got this. But
cool.
This is a segment that I always love doing, so hopefully we'll do it a couple more times before the season ends.
Sorry, we didn't get you enough content. We could have had a whole nother one. It's tough.
Oh, I bet you I'll do the edge one as its own like post, because that one TJ versus Myles Garrett, I'm pretty sure is a bigger rivalry than Browns versus Steelers at this point.
Yeah.
Which PFF has done like single-handedly. Anyways, let's do weekly awards. We haven't done weekly awards yet. Zach, let's do weekly awards.
Oh yeah.
Week 7. What was last week?
7.
7. Week 7 weekly awards. Who's your winner of the week, Zach?
My winner of the week, that fourth quarter Kenny, baby. Fourth quarter Kenny dog, baby. That's my MVP of the week. Fourth quarter Kenny, baby. That's my guy. Love Kenny in the fourth quarter. He's like a dog. He's a dog, bro.
Just for clarity, Kenny Pickett has had a fourth quarter comeback on 33% of his starts, which is higher than Ben Roethlisberger and Tom Brady. Ben Roethlisberger at 21%.
That's my dog.
17%.
That's my dog.
Now, if we could just do that the entire game, that'd be great.
Yeah, but we get him in the fourth, and it's all right.
It's because Kenny turns off his helmet, Mike, and he's just like, nah, I'm doing this. My win of the week is the Vikings playoffs hopes. Man, you beat a really good Niners team, and Jordan Addison looks phenomenal. Kirk Chainz is still, like I said, he's, in my opinion, the fourth best quarterback performing this year. That defense is starting to get it together. Like, they might make a wild card, Zach.
It's potential. It's possible. It's the NFC. It's always kind of wide open, so we'll see.
And my loser of the week, it's kind of a two-parter, Zach.
Two-parter?
It's us. It's NFL fans because of the referees.
The
referees are ruining so many elements of the seasons this year. And I know I'm a Steelers fan, and we might have gotten lucky. I didn't see that because I was at the game in person, and they don't really show you that. But on replay, we definitely got lucky. But also, in that same game.
Okay, pause. We didn't get the first down. I just need to say we didn't get the first down.
No, 1,000%. But also, throughout that entire game, Zach, do you know how horribly officiated that game was in favor of the Steelers? We were not getting so many calls and then getting bullshitted on so many calls. So, I don't care.
I get it.
And then you had the whole Colts and Browns game that ended with horrible officiating. The Niners Vikings game had horrible. Like, this officiating this week was the worst, and it's got to change.
Yeah, that's fair. I hear you. Yeah, my loser of the week this week is a three-way tie.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Miami, the Lions, and the Niners on fraud alert. They're the loser of the week.
Wait.
I'm putting them on fraud alert. Ring the bell for fraud alert. I'm putting those three teams on fraud alert. Nah, I'm messing.
I might see like Lions and Dolphins maybe, but Niners on fraud.
We're putting Zach, the Niners on fraud alert, bro.
Zach, did you hear who's starting for the Niners this week?
No. Is it Darnold?
It's Darnold.
What happened to Purds? Is he hurt?
Got a concussion.
Purds got a concussion. Even better.
Just saying.
Niners on fraud alert. Turn the Niners up on fraud alert. Ring the bells.
Sam Darnold about to make the Niners have to make a difficult decision because he's about to ball out this week. Wait, who do the Niners actually play this week? Because if it's a bad
the
team,
Bengals.
Darnold might throw for 5
It's
touchdowns.
the Bengals. And
Oh.
you'll hear what I have to say about that one.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
Well, in that case,
because
Zach,
another thing we haven't done is wallet winners yet, Connor.
So yeah, let's pull us into wallet winners then. We have not done this. Obviously, last week we didn't do it, but I have our points.
And you know what I did last week? I finally had like a losing week. I went 2-3, but I got my lock of the week right, so I would have gotten 3 points. So I would have went at 3-3.
I went
would've.
4-1. if we would have counted it.
WY5, baby. WY5.
Okay, so Zach is 12-6-1. He has 14 points, and I am 8.
Bro, I'm 12-6-1. That's crazy, bro. I've been balling.
But I'm wait. The math is not mathing.
Math ain't mathing.
Oh, I'm 8-1.
8.
But I have 12 points, so Zach is just beating me by 2 points.
Tough. All right.
So Zach's kicking my ass record-wise, but it doesn't matter because my locks of the week are locks.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'll go first then. My first spread. This is not my lock, but actually, this is my lock. So my lock, I got Houston -3 at Carolina. Carolina has looked really horrible. They're 0-6 for a reason. I know that they're going to do some offensive adjustments, and Frank Reich is giving up play calling. But C.J. Stroud's balling out. He made our top 5 for a reason, and that defense is for real as well. D'Amico Ryan is doing a really good job coaching this team up, and I think 3 points is easy.
Easy money.
My second one, I got the Jets also -3 at New York. So it's literally just a home game. But the Giants look as garbage as possible. And the Jets have one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the league. I know Zach Wilson's probably going to struggle. But I think Breece Hall could do enough. And so can Garrett Wilson to help this team win by 4, surely. Final spread, Chicago plus 8.5 against the Chargers. They're not going to win this game. But Chargers have been a little stinky this year, and the Bears have a little bit of life. I don't think they're going to be good, but I think 8.5 points. I think they can lose by just a touchdown. 24-17, 31-24. Like, come on. That's possible. And then my player prop, he's been kind of like the theme of this show. I'm definitely going to put him on the thumbnail at this point. It's Kirk Chains. Over 1.5 passing touchdowns. They're playing the Packers, and he just got there for 2 touchdowns against a divisional rival after coming off of a phenomenal performance against a phenomenal defense. You can do that. And then my upset of the week, I don't like picking this team because I feel like every time I try to give them hope, I just get sad, which is just the story of my life for the last 23 years.
Is it us?
But it's the Steelers against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like I was telling Zach, this is a game we're going to win, and everyone's going to think that we're for real, and then next week we're going to lose to the Titans on primetime Thursday Night Football. So there's my entire slate. Now I'm going to leave it to Zach.
Okay. We're taking my wallet winners to prime time, to Thursday night with my lock of the week. I'm taking Bucks points plus 8.5. They'll still lose to the Bills. This is a primetime game on Thursday Night Football. Almost every single time, they're boring, close games. I'm taking the Bucks. That's a lot of points. I think they keep it close. Moving on, Falcons -2.5 over the Titans. Falcons have been playing decent. Titans, it's weird. I don't know what's going on. Falcons are 4-2. Falcons look good. Taking the Falcons to win by more than a field goal, basically. Texans, also agree with Connor. Texans -3 going into Carolina. W's. You know what else you should throw on the thumbnail? The man that Kirk Chains is going to throw over 57.5 receiving yards. I'm going with Jordan Addison over 57.5 receiving yards.
I like that.
Balling out with Kirk Chains. Jordan Addison's going to join him. Hopefully he throws one of those touchdowns to my boy Jordan. And then my upset of the week, ringing the bell for fraud alert, baby. We're going Bengals plus 40 over the 49ers. 49ers about to lose 3 in a row. Joe Shiesty's going to come out and ball out, beat my man Darnold. And the Niners are going to lose 3 games in a row. Fraud alert. Ring the bell, baby.
I honestly don't hate that, especially because I'm pretty sure the game is in Cincinnati. And then another one of your wallet winners that I really liked that I almost put on my slate was Falcons -2.5 against Tennessee. Because Tennessee, do you hear what they're doing, Zach?
No.
They're playing both Malik and Will Levis.
How does that work?
How do you have a quarterback by committee.
That's crazy. They actually got quarterback by committee.
And also, like, these two, I mean, you have Arthur Smith coming from the Titans system, so it's just going to be a reflection of themselves. Honestly, I'd hammer the under for Bijan Robinson anything, because apparently fucking Arthur Smith hates Bijan as much as Dan Campbell hates Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he was sick last week. I don't know what happened, but
I could
we'll
care
see.
less.
Yeah, we'll see. But
All
yeah,
right.
that's my wall of winners. Turn me out, boys.
In that case, let's transition into some spooky season. We got our Halloween treats this year. We both brought 3. Zach phoned it in, and I'm actually really excited to hear what he has to say because I love it when Zach has to like put something together at the last minute. I'll give my first one though. So basically, if you don't know how this works, we're gonna compare 2 pieces, like a piece of candy to a quarterback or a player or whatever, and give you our reasoning. You'll catch on. Just follow me, okay? My first one. Jared Goff. He's the airheads of the NFL because everyone always forgets about it.
Sneaky good.
But it's low-key one of the best.
Just sneaky good. Yeah.
It's so good.
I like that. Especially if you wiggle it and you shake it for like 2 minutes and it goes into like that little ball. OGs know what I'm talking about. If you don't do that with airheads, you're a weirdo.
I'm more of like a warm it up because then it's like very like easy to just like
warm
it's
it
very
up.
soft.
Nah. Ball it up by wiggling it. And then just munch on it. Yeah. Anyways.
All right, what you got?
All right, I'm going with the 3 Musketeers. My boys, Tua, Waddle, and Tyreek, the 3 Musketeers.
Oh,
the OGs,
like that.
the GOATs. They've been balling out. And yeah, they're the 3 Musketeers.
That's actually really good for coming up with that on the last minute.
Bro, I had to look up. It's such a wild thing what I did. I went on to like Google and just searched Halloween candies and just was like looking at assortments and like just was pointing out things and tried thinking. Saw 3 Musketeers and I was like, all right, what's a triplet that I could say? And I thought Tua, Waddle, and Hill deserved a shout out, a little spotlight.
You have no idea how long I was looking for Airheads. Not because like I thought of Airheads, because I was like, what's a candy that everyone forgets about? And then I forgot about Airheads, so it was perfect. All right, my next one, Justin Herbert, Zach.
Ooh.
Justin Herbert is the candy corn of the NFL.
Whoa. We have 2 different opinions on candy corn. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're about to hate my candy corn pick. That's crazy.
Because people either hate it or they love it. There is no in between, and that is exactly how NFL fans are with Justin Herbert. They either love him and think he's a great quarterback, or they hate him and they think he's overrated as hell.
Okay. That's fair.
It was your candy corn.
Okay, so I don't know many people, if any, that love candy corn. So I think candy corn's terrible. So I put the homie Matt, the homie Canada in there. Canada's my candy corn, bro. Probably his family. His wife loves him just a little bit. Everybody else on the earth hates him.
No,
So
Canada's black licorice. Canada's black licorice.
see, but that's the thing. I like black licorice. That's
oh,
like
what the? Who are you?
yes. So I can't. Okay, like there's something like what's like circus peanuts. I've never even had one of those because I just know everybody hates them. That could be Matt Canada. We'll switch it. Circus peanuts, Matt Canada.
I got a better one. He's packing peanuts. It's not even candy. This motherfucker shouldn't even be considered a coach.
No, Matt Canada is the epitome of the Charlie Brown clip. I hope you can put this on the pod. I don't know if you can, but it's hilarious. Of the kid opening the bag in the Charlie Brown Halloween special and saying, "I got a rock." That's Matt Canada. You going out trick-or-treating, you open up your bag, and you get a rock. That's how you feel about Matt Canada being your offensive coordinator.
I look-y might make that into a TikTok. All right, my last one. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs is the Skittles of the NFL because everyone always just wants a little bit more of it. Everyone always just wants another handful of Skittles. And everyone wants another handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs because he's so good. But then you have your parent that walks in, a.k.a. Dan Campbell, and they're like, no, you've had enough. And it's like, I've had one little Skittle. you're like, okay, maybe you can have a second one. And by the end of the night, you've had maybe 3, and you're like, then why did we hit up all the nice houses, aka the draft top 10 or 12, if we're not gonna eat all this candy?
Fair enough.
So that's Jameer Gibbs for me.
Okay. This one I got a little personal. For me,
Matt Canada wasn't personal enough.
Matt Canada was pretty personal, but for me, this candy just never really misses. It's an old reliable. You know what I mean? I could have one of these and be satisfied every single time. It does its job. It's great. And that to me is the Snickers bar. And that guy, just old reliable in the league, Cooper Kupp, does his job, gets the job done. I mean, we're dogs. The Steelers are just dogs, okay? So he does his job week in, week out. Cooper Kupp is my old reliable Snickers bar, man.
I like that a lot. I think that's a good pick.
So, I mean, not terrible for pulling that out within 20 minutes of filming.
No, I agree with that. That you could have not told me that you weren't prepared, and I would have thought you were.
So, yeah.
Snitched on yourself. Fingers crossed for an episode next week.
What's going on next week? Just anything could
Just in
happen.
general.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
Next week's gonna be crazy too because Pittsburgh's on Thursday night, so I'm looking forward to that. So
maybe we push back. Okay, Connor, here we go. Here's the thing. Maybe we push back the pod to Thursday and we film like live Steelers. Like is there a way to do that?
Pod.
No, not like we don't have to do that, but like the first quarter. We react like the first quarter and then go into a pod.
First quarter is always so boring though, Zach, because we don't do anything. We get like half of a first down and then just punt.
All right, fine. Don't take my idea, jerk.
Wait,
Let's go.
Zach,
What?
do you want to play Fortnite tonight?
It's not real. There's no way it's back.
No, it is. They brought it back.
There's no way it's back.
Okay, if it's back, do you want to play Fortnite tonight?
I'd have to download it on my PlayStation, but yeah, I mean maybe
That's perfect because I have to edit the pod. So while I'm editing, you can just download it.
if you can show me proof that it's back, like not a like show me gameplay that it's back, I'll hop on.
Okay.
But I don't believe you that it's back.
We got to get Japes too. He's being a little pain in the ass about it.
He won't play. I can guarantee you right now James won't play. But you can try. You can try.
He says I'm retired.
Yeah, that's the thing. He won't play. But it's okay. I got you.
Me and Zach will.
We'll see. If you can show me gameplay, we'll see. I've been playing Spider-Man, so that might take priority, but we'll see.
All right, well, I'm going to go let Zach download Fortnite. I'm going to go edit this so I can play Zach Fortnite. And also, I have some meat that I got to go eat, which I'm really excited for. Pause?
Yeah,
It's
you're
a good place
wild
to
with
end it,
that,
isn't
bro.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.